Hey, what's up? This is for Dummy Diary number 10, and I made the tutorial for the GH5 time-lapse feature, and this is what happened. Let me just blow this up, and I'll play this video, and my camera actually died, so I'll show you in a little bit what happened. Here we go. Alright, so this is a tutorial on how to do a time-lapse. The first thing you're going to do is move your dial all the way to the time-lapse dial. Okay, so make sure you're not on photo mode, you're on the time-lapse mode. And then I'm actually going to do this in aperture priority. Okay, so the reason why I do that is because I want to let the camera control the shutter, because it's gonna get a pretty consistent exposure every single time, because if your exposure is off, it's gonna be really bad. But basically what I did was, I'm going to push here, go to time-lapse and not stop motion. Make sure you start now, because you can set a start time, but you know, ain't nobody got time to wait for that. Unless you really are shooting like at night and you need to go to sleep or something like that, then you set your time. But for me, I would just start now. And then I shoot every 5 seconds, and then I put 999 because I don't do the math really. I just let the video let it create the video and I edit later on. So I'm just gonna time lapse this flower, set that. Okay, so it's gonna take a photo every 5 seconds, and I'm gonna come back later and then turn off the camera. So once I press this, okay, it's just gonna, you know, I'm gonna put it on auto ISO. I'm gonna put it on aperture priority. The shutter is gonna change every single time to adjust for the exposure. So I'm gonna let this go, and I'm gonna let the camera keep taking a picture every 5 seconds. It's writing onto both cards, and I'm gonna keep this camera rolling as well, and I'm gonna walk away to go edit some stuff that I need to edit, and I'll be back, and hopefully I'll have something to show you. Okay, all right, well, this flower, it blooms and it closes every night. So it blooms every morning, closes every night. So now I'm just shooting it when it's in the evening time. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll have this to show you in a little bit later. All right, bye. All right, so this is a video tutorial of part 2 of my time lapse, because when I was time lapsing the flower, my battery died. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to finish up my time lapse of this is what should have happened after I gone back. I should have done this. I should have been able to stop my time lapse. So I gotta look for that feature, because mine's going every 4 seconds. So I gotta try to beat the timer. All right, well, it's kind of tricky when you're doing this. I see it, time lapse right there. Okay, right there. So hopefully you can see it too. All right, right there. Gotta try to beat it. Pause. Okay, that's what I would do. Go to pause. All right, or I'll just end it right there. So when I say end, it's gonna ask me end time lapse. I'll say yes. And then create video now, I'll say yes. Or you don't have to. If you want high quality ones, you actually have to take it into Premiere. Okay, and then you can do 24. Since I'm on 30p, that means 30 frames per second. They give me the options of 30 frames per second only. If you have 24, then they give you options for 24. If you have 60 frames, which is up here, you'll get 60 frames a second. So I'm gonna keep that 4K, 24, 60, 30, so on and so forth. I mean, I don't need to explain this to you if you're a video person. So my sequence would be normal, not reversed, because you can do it backwards, but I'm not going to do that. Then go up here, I'll say okay, and I've been shooting everything in my trip, you know, 30 frames per second, so I'm going to keep everything consistent. Click okay, it'll take about 7 minutes. Here we go. You can watch this go. I'll probably speed up the video. Or maybe I can just adjust my settings here. I'm actually on shooting this video on auto ISO because I don't know exactly how long I don't know exactly how dark this is, and I have pretty low performing camera. I'm shooting on a GH4 right now because my GH5 is doing the time lapse, and I'm so glad that Panasonic actually improved the time lapse feature, where it used to be like, hey, I want to stop. Okay, but I'm going to keep shooting because I'm the camera and I want to. That's what the GH4 used to do, but now the GH5 actually stops and and stay at that option. Say, hey, do you want to keep shooting? Do you want to end it, or do you want to pause it? So really happy with that. Now let's watch the video really quick. Let me just turn off my headlamp real quick. All right. So you can see the video right there. Let me just get my focus. Oh, dark. All right, there we go. I guess the minimum focus is too far. So I'm gonna play this video, and then you should see a star lapse. Let me just get an angle here. There's like lights behind me. And there's the star lapse. Do you see it? If not, don't worry. I'll put up a better video at the end of this. Okay, well, that's that. And that's how you do a time lapse. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you pay it forward and teach it to other people. Bye.